Oh man, wasn't that a fun month? Wasn't that fun? Yep, I got to shave it off, and now it's time to shave the whole face again. I did get a lot of redness under my skin and some dryness. So what I did was I put a lot of lotion on, including this stuff, which you shouldn't use on your face, I don't think. It's my wife's. It's really thick, but it helped. It helped. So for that time, it's okay. So what are we going to do today? What are we going to shave with today? Well, West Coast Shaving, Abraham over at West Coast Shaving was so nice to send me one of their new razor heads. This is one of their new line of 3 that are budget razor heads, but designed by a well-known razor manufacturer called, what's it called? Charcoal Goods. Yeah, Charcoal Goods. I'd never heard of them before, but when I checked out their website, they got like some really cool looking custom made razor heads and razors. Like one razor handle had like a little skull in it. Cool stuff. Anyway, so it was designed by Charcoal Goods, and it is their Lithe razor. This is their first one. This is the mild to sort of mildish medium. And the other 2 are called, I've got the little list right here. The other 2 are Brawny and Toothsome. So you can imagine how aggressive those are going to be. But this is the mild one. Hey now! And it flies out of the package if you don't watch it. Anyway, let's take it out of the package, this nice little box. And the cool thing about this is just the razor head. Now, this costs $9.99 on their website. So it's a budget, well-designed, and it's got a good weight to it, so it seems well-made. And you just put it on whatever razor handle you want. Like, I'm going to use the Rockwell today. Here's the Gillette Heritage. It's a little too small. I'm going to try here's the Heritage. It's shorter than the Rockwell. But if you've got a razor handled at home, you just put this on it, your favorite one, screw it in, and then get to shaving. And West Coast Shaving sells a package of like, I don't know how many there are. It looks like 10 handles you can try for like $23. So you get 10 different razor handles. Anyway, the cool thing about this head, enough yakking. Look at the shape of it. It's shaped like a pyramid. Can you see that? Normally, you know, razor blades are round at the top, you know, like here's the Merkur 34C. Look, it's a pyramid shape. Can you see that? See, this is the Merkur. You know why it's pyramid shaped? Because that's the perfect shaving angle. It shows you how to you just press it against your face and it sets itself in. What a good idea, especially for beginning shavers, because I get a lot of questions about, you know, what angle should I shave at? Here you go. You buy this one, and the Brawny and the Toothsome also have that same head shape at the top, but they're just slightly more aggressive and then really aggressive, I guess. This is the mild one, $9.99 at West Coast Shaving. So, what blade am I going to use? Normally I would use a feather, but I recently purchased some blades I've never tried before, the Vashkod. But they sent me an extra one, a shark. I'll use the Vashkod later, but I'm going to try a shark blade out. I may have done one of these before, and I've heard some good things about them. So we're going to do the Super Chrome Shark. Now with the razor head, if you've never done a 3-piece razor, you put the part that has those 3 little guides there, and see there's 3 little spaces and another crazy shape to fit lots of different razors, and it just slides right on top. Now, the bottom, you got to make sure that the concave section is touching the razor, right? Is that right? Concave, convex? Am I getting that right? Help me out there, geologists. I'm kidding. And then make sure the blade gap is right on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Rockwell handle and just screw it in a little bit. And then down here I'm going to look to make sure I'm getting it right. Because it doesn't automatically perfectly line up, I'm going to get it to line up so that the blade is even on both sides, so there's not like, and the blade doesn't really hang out the ends, which I like, because when you're like trying to tighten a 3-piece razor, you can cut your fingers when you grab hold of the edges, because the edges of these razors are sharp too. They may not have like a refined blade on them, but they're thin, sharp metal. So that's looking good as I'm checking it as I slowly tighten the handle. That looks good. All right, there we go. See, so I can grip this without cutting myself because the blade isn't really hanging. I think I can sort of feel the edge, but yeah, you can grip it and tighten it. Otherwise, use a towel, like put the head of the razor in your towel on both sides and tighten it like that. All right, I think I got it. Okay, so we're gonna use, I took a shower, did my hair, Now I gotta get the hot water going again, splashing on my face. So thanks, Abraham. Abraham's so nice. He sometimes sends me gifts that he makes from my videos of like when I'm reacting to something. It's hilarious. So the soap I'm gonna use today is the space soap. The space soap Cow in Space. Because this is that cherry one. I've only used it once, so I need to use it again. It's the one that looks like a cow. Look at that. And it is crazy cherry scented. So if you're not big into cherry, if you're kind of on the fence, it might not be for you, but I love it. And the aftershave, I'm going to use the Cella Cool. So I'm going to get cherried out. Cherried out? I don't know. Cherried out on a stretcher. Stop. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to, I've been soaking my vintage badger haired brush. I normally like synthetics, as you all know, but I'm going to use this badger hair. And it's been soaking in hot water, and I'm going to squeeze most of it out. And then I'm going to start loading it up just from the puck itself, from the little canister. I know that I've gotten a little bit better at lathering with the badger. I just hadn't used enough soap before. So I'm going to take a while to get this in, since I don't bowl lather. I do make a mess. I probably use more than I should. If you watch somebody like Ken Surfs, he has a coin that he uses to make his lather. He digs out some of this, puts it in a bowl. So that's an option for you. Or a spoon or whatever you want. Or you can just do this. All right, I think I'm doing all right. All right, it's getting some good. This space soap from Robert over there, he's got an Etsy store. I'll link to it. It's good lather and stuff. Now, see how it's shedding? That's another reason why I don't. There's badger hairs all over the place. I've had this brush a long time and I've used it quite a bit, but it still sheds. I wonder if there'll come a point where it just has released as many hairs as it's going to release. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I think my face dried out a little bit and all that lathering, so let me put a little bit more. And then we'll lather up. This is such a soft, it's got a beautiful, it's a soft brush. It really spreads out. It's got this beautiful vintage colored, amber colored handle. And I think that was the problem. I used too much water in the past and I didn't use enough soap. So, badger hair. Oh man, that is cherry scented. Woo! Somebody recently said they ordered some of this Space Cow and it was too much for them, the cherry, so watch out. That's why I said it. And like I said in a recent video, sometimes I'll talk about something and absolutely love it, but then you might order it and not like it, but that's kind of the nature of the beast, isn't it? The name of the game. All right, here we go. So I got the Rockwell 6S handle, which is heavy and in a good length, and then I've got the Lithe, Lithe razor head with the built-in angle. So let's see how it goes. Now it says it's mild to mild, how do they say? First says mild to mid-aggressive. And it does. It feels like it's cutting, I'm hearing. And it's getting the angle, I guess, just perfect. Because it's got, you kind of push it against your face, see? And then it just kind of stays there so you don't accidentally go over the top. What a great idea. Because that's one of the hardest things, I think. I mean, it seems like such a simple thing, but I think men struggle with it. Shaving, getting the right angle. Now let's see how it'll do under my nose, because it is kind of a thick head. See if it maneuvers well. Now it is bumping up against my nostrils a little bit more than normal, but not too bad. Not too bad. You know, it's not a skinny little thing like my 101-year-old Gillette. I'm getting some good feedback. I can feel it cutting through the whiskers, so that's good. I like that. A lot of mild razors, including the Merkur 34C, at least in my opinion. It feels like there's no blade in the razor, but this one I can feel it. I like that. Can you hear it? I'll be interested to see how it feels after the first pass. So like I said, the point of entry, price-wise, is $10. And then you say to me, I can hear you, you're saying, but I don't have another razor. They sell razor handles at West Coast Shaving too. Now, I should have looked to see if there was. I just saw the pack of $23 pack for like 8 handles. I can't remember if it's 8 or 10. This is the level of research you come to expect from my shaving channel, isn't it? Isn't it? Anyway, so if you don't have a 3-piece razor, ooh, yeah, that did a pretty good job. That did a real good job for being a mild to mid-aggressive. Even under my nose, it got these ones up here that are $10, man. $10 and a razor handle. All right, let's go for the second pass. Where did I put my brush? Here it is. See, what I like to do is the shaving cream that gets down to the bottom, I just put it back on top. The second pass lather is where I always kind of went wrong. Like I didn't have enough shaving cream loaded in the in the brush. But I'm doing okay. It's not as easy to use as my synthetic, which is why I still prefer synthetic, but I just love the look of this. This was sent to me by a viewer a long time ago. Shout out to that very kind gentleman. And leave a comment if you're watching and let everybody know it was you. All right, here we go. Across the grain, second pass with the Lithe razor. It's lithe. You know what lithe means? Lithe means it's kind of like moves easily, right? It can also describe like a slender figured person, you know, somebody that's slender and lithe. But in this case, I think it means it moves easily. I don't know, what do I look like, a geologist? Come on, you do the dictionary. That joke twice in one video? Come on. Dad jokes. Boy, this cherry, this stuff is cherry-rific. I'm gonna be cherried out after this with this and the Cella Cool, because the Cella Cool is very cherry scented as well. God, but you know what, it's gonna burn me. But since I just used lotion, I haven't used alcohol yet, I deserve a burn. Do I? Do I deserve it? I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? I'm still going gentle just because my chin is not used to being shaved. You know, after 30 days of growth. It's doing all right so far. No nicks yet. Knock on particle board. All right. Going up. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback. I like that. And I'm not thinking about the blade angle because it's taking care of that itself. I think this is a really good idea. So Charcoal Goods, the designer of this. If you go to their website, just Google Charcoal Goods razors, and you'll see all the fancy razors they have. They have razors and heads and everything else. And there's a whole artisan community of razor makers like Carve and things like that, which I've never even delved into yet. I just kind of been sticking with vintage Gillettes and things like that. And I'm cheap. I use things people send to me. Oh gosh. Well, at least I'm honest. All right. Third pass. Let's go. Yeah. Can't go wrong for $10. You know, get a cheap safety razor that's a 3-piece, or probably 3-piece. Take the head off that one. Slap this one on. All right. See, now I've run out. But you know what? I'm on the third pass. I don't need a lot of thick shaving cream, so I'm just gonna stick it out. I'm gonna stick it out, folks. Man, cherry. Woo! Robert over at Space Soap on Etsy is knocking it out of the park with his soaps, man. They lather so beautifully. They leather. They leather? All right. Here we go. Third pass. Up and kind of sideways. Now on my neck, if I really want a baby smooth shape, I have to really take my time and go sideways, which is not a comfortable shave for me. I don't like it. So I sort of go at an oblique angle, you know? How do you like that? Oblique angle. All right, college boy. With your language, your big 25-cent words, trying to sound smart. Yeah. So the head of this razor, when you're just holding it in your hand, has got a good weight to it. It doesn't feel cheap at all, even though it's only $9.99. If you go on the West Coast Shaving, I'll put a link to it, but if you I got a little nick there. If you go to their website, you can search for Lithe, L-I-T-H-E, and it'll pop up right away. So these are fairly new, from what I understand. Thanks again, Abraham, for sending it to me. Did all of you American viewers survive Thanksgiving? We did. Had the in-laws in. They're gone now. They've headed off to West Texas to explore the wilds of West Texas and Marfa. And I was in charge of cooking the turkey, of roasting the turkey, and doing the gravy. And I gotta admit, they both came out perfectly this year. There's a method called spatchcocking, S-P-A-T-C-H-C-O-C-K. I don't know where that term comes from. I know it sounds funny, but it just means you remove the backbone of the bird and then you flatten it out and you roast it in the oven like that. And man, the white meat was juicy and tender. My youngest son ate the entire turkey leg. He just ripped it off, ate the whole thing. So I was very pleased with that. Because I've had bad experiences trying to cook turkeys before where it came out raw, even though the temperature said it was right. So it was, and the gravy came out perfect. I did my research. I looked online and looked at all the different recipes and preparations, and then I kind of made it my own, took the best from what I considered to be good sources on YouTube and otherwhere. Hey, let's make that a term, otherwhere. Instead of everywhere, otherwhere. All right. I'm feeling around. I'm trying to get close to, I got a little bit of scruff right here. Got a couple of nicks. There's a nick there. Hey, this shark blade is doing a good job. I like it. I forgot to even talk about it because I hadn't even stood out as, being a problem. So I like that. Shark blade and the Lithe razor head. West Coast Shaving. It's a great website. All right. That's enough. You got to know when to quit. It's important in all things in life, shaving included. You got to know when to quit. Quit while you're ahead. Hopefully you're ahead, then you can quit. Don't overdo it. Don't overthink it. Just get it done and do it well. Do it right. Don't give up. Gosh, I hope my kids watch these videos. And learn that stuff, because they sure don't listen when I tell it to them in person. All right, now I'm a little bit scared because this cella, cool. If you watch the video where I first did it, man, this stuff is going to slap me in the face because it stings in a weird way. It stings in a weird way. Oh, it's a different kind of cherry. It's more like it's less cherry and more like marzipan or almond, The space cow in space is cherry, like maraschino cherry. This is more cherry mixed with a subtle earthiness. Oh gosh. All right. Oh. Oh. See it? It did it to me again. And then it keeps going. You think it's done, and then it keeps going. Hold on. Oh. What is in this stuff? Oh boy, Phoenix, accoutrements, artisan accoutrements. Holy mackerel, man. What is it that makes it hurt so bad? Alcohol, purified water, essential fragrance oil, hedione, H-E-D-I-O-N-E. That's it, isn't it? It's the hedione. Now it's subsiding. Whew, man, all right. I'm so happy to be shaving again. I'm so happy that you're here to watch, that you care enough to watch. That's a great shave. With minimal effort, didn't even have to think about it. With shark blade, Rockwell, man, that handle. The Rockwell, even with a different head on it, that's good. I need to try this razor head with different handles. I'm gonna shave some more with the Merkur 34C. Oh, sorry, that was the that was the Gillette Heritage. The Merkur 34C. That's what I should have been saying. I said it wrong at the beginning of the video. Don't comment. I said it wrong. I get it wrong a lot. I get a lot of things wrong. But this is a good head, the Lithe from West Coast Shaving. Check it out. The link is down below. $9.99. as good. I want to try the other ones. Abraham, if you're listening, send them to me. Then I'll give them away. I don't want to keep them for myself. Okay, well, thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for commenting. I read them all, even if I can't respond to every single one. But thanks for being here. I appreciate you all so very much, and I will see you on Friday. All right, bye.